CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
21.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Right back to Coleman here on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 180! You. Joker. 2. Kill. 12.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Echo.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon. 57 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
65. Switch. 1, Omaha.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And Matthews makes the ground. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jordan Matthews, 46 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, 72 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. 1 play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stall down here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Come get you. 11. Hey, come on.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go. 180. Watch the screen.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second down now, it's Carson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they come up now on a 3rd down and 8.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Hey, hey.
Y'all playing real.
Alert.
Check 13. Check 13.
19.
Twins. Watch twins. Check 24. Check 20.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Ronald Blair coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Watch 36. 36 the mic. What we got?
One left.
36. Live 36.
Look, guys, 4 down.
Watch the flag. Motion. Block. Watch 36. 36 the mic.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Go ahead.
49, guys. Mike. 49. We got to get the ball.
21. Here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
7 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Penny. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Look, guys, 4 down. Hey, hero,
Wilson now on 3rd down. And he slides to avoid the hit. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Alert.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Check.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
11. Check 50. 12, fellas, here we go. 36.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And the 49er 1st down.
Here we go. 180.
49.
Lock.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
21.
Alert 3. Check 4.
Hey, alert.
10. Under 10. 10. Check.
13. Cut.
Garoppolo now. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now that catch certainly easier than the one Tyler Lockett made in the back left corner of the end zone in the Thursday night win over the Rams in Week 5. My goodness, that was incredible. In fact, the advanced metrics called it the most improbable catch in the NFL in the last 2 years. And if for some reason you missed it, look it up. Pretty impressive. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's got a man. It's caught inside the 10. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. From the 27th, Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. It's Goodwin. 27 yards there, a first down.